Hello everyone. In previous video, we got clarity about the repository component. Now we will develop the service component. So guys, you remember service is nothing but a class. Okay. So I will go to my base package, right click, new class. I will make a soft package dot service. Let my class name is whatever you can give the package name, and class name is employee. Let I will give employee service. Click on finish button. Okay, so the class employee service, this class, how I will say it is a service component. For this, an annotation we will use, that is at the rate service. So at the rate service annotation representing the corresponding class employee service is a service component. So I will import the package. Okay, so what is the purpose of service component? So this is one of the key component in service component. We will represent our task CRUD, create, read, update, delete. Suppose my task is first, I will insert a record. So this is my first task. Second task is I will insert multiple records. I will get all record. I will retrieve all records. I will retrieve one record based on the ID. I will update. I will delete. So whatever the number of tasks, that is the number of method definition that I have to do. That means service component is a such component where we will define methods. One method definition representing one task. Number of task, number of method definition. So in repository component, I was telling JPA repository containing some built-in methods, and that built-in methods I will call by employee repository object. So here in service component, you remember we have to take an employee repository object. Employee repository object. Let employee repository is my object. This, and some configuration will require. So to resolve this, I will use at the rate auto wait. This annotation I will use. First of all, I will import the package employee repository. I will import. So employee repository, guys, you are remember, give a focus. Repository object where I am taking in service component, inside the service component. Okay, so whatever the configuration is requiring, it is automatically configuring. Automatically some configuration is wearing. So that is the advantage of at the rate auto wear annotation. So now first I will define a method. That method is inserting a record into employee table, into employee info table. Okay, so first I will define a method. So method name, whatever you can write, there is no problem. You see in which way I am defining one method. So employee record will insert. So my return type, suppose I will give as employee. Let method name is, I will take insert employee. Insert employee. Okay. So within a bracket, so I will take a parameter that is employee object representing employee class property. Okay. So control S for saving. I will import package. So for employee, okay. So what I will write return because return type should be employee that I have specified. So object name is employee repository. Object name is employee repository. Dot there is a built-in method. You remember save method. Save method is a built-in method coming from JPA repository interface. That's why we are invoking save method by employee repository object. Because employee repository is the child interface of JPA repository. So employee repository object can call save method. So what is the purpose of save method? Inserting one record and within bracket I will write employee object. Control S. Okay, so employee repository control S. You see, this one method I define. So this method definition is representing inserting one record. Similarly, if I want to insert multiple records, similarly another method I will define. Currently, I told number of task is the number of method definition. So multiple records if I will insert. So multiple records. So for this I will represent a collection. So let the collection is a list. So which type of data? Employee type of data. So in this way I can represent or I can take a collection. Let my method name is insert employees. Insert employees. Okay, so I will take an employees what list type of object. So within parenthesis, I will take list object list employees. Okay, so very simple. So what I did, another method I defined that method name is insert employees. Return type is a list because multiple records I want to insert. So multiple records when I will assign into a collection. So definitely one collection I will take. So here I took list as our collection. So list I will import coming from java.util package. Okay, so for inserting multiple records, so there is a method save all method. So return repository object employee repository dot save all method. Okay, and within brackets that object list object I will take employees. Okay, so finish. So here second task representation completed. First method definition representing inserting one record. For this one built-in method, save method we are invoking by employee repository object. Second method definition representing inserting multiple multiple records and for this wait save all method we are invoking. Okay, now my third task is next task is suppose I want to retrieve all the records from employee info table. Okay, so all I want to retrieve, I want to get all records. So another no, another method I will define. Currently I told number of task is the number of method definition. So what I will write public. So collection, so which type of collection? Employee type of collection. collection containing employee property. Suppose one method I will define, let get employee. Method name whatever you can give. Okay, so there is a method for getting all records. You remember, for getting all records, there is a method find all method return. So employee repository object employee repository object dot find all method. So find all method, when we are invoking, what it is representing, getting all records. So if I want to retrieve all records, find all method we have to call. If I want retrieve one record, if I want to get one record, so one record uniquely identifying by the ID attribute. So here, so ID value I will take as parameter. So for this another method I will take define. So return type is employee. So get let employee by ID. Method name in this way I took get employee by ID. So taking ID value because already we have stored it. So ID attribute we have taken as primary key attribute. So through the ID attribute we can retrieve, we can get a record uniquely. One record if I want to get, for this method I am defining. So first of all, I will get ID. Okay. So there is a method find by ID. Okay. So return employee repository object employee repository object dot find by ID. There is a built-in method of JPA repository, that is find by ID. First of all, by I will get ID, I will pass ID. Okay, so find by ID. Okay, so there is a method if I want to get one record based on the ID. So if I will not get, then I will get null. So I can write or else there is a method, it will return null. Automatically it is coming null. Okay, so this is my logic, business logic. So how many tests we presented? This is one test, one record inserting. This is multiple records inserting. I want to get all records. I want to get one record. So in this way, four methods we defined. Now, then we will go for update. Okay. So update. So for update, so you recall normally what in generally how to update a record in SQL. If you know, it will be better. Okay, so for update, actually there is no method. Actually, there is no built-in method. We have to develop the logic. Okay, so first of all, what I will do. So very important point. So now one method I am defining for update public. Let return type is employee. Return type is employee. And my method name is suppose update employee. Okay, so now I am passing employee object. Passing employee objects. So what I will do first, because update means set. Update table name set column name equals to updated value where condition. So this is the normal approach in SQL approach. So what I will do first of all, I will get the ID which record I want to update. Okay, so what I will do, employee repository object, in which way that I am developing the business logic. So you give the focus. Employee repository object currently I what we knew. So I invoked find by ID method. Okay, so in find by ID method, so what I will pass ID value I will pass, because first of all, which record I will update, that I have to know. Point number one. Then point number two, that record, first of all, I will bring into my picture. then that record, how I will identify based on the ID value. So here ID I have not taken as parameter, I am taking employee object. So here ID value I will get how, by invoking getter method in employee.java. So there is a getter method, get ID method. Getter means getting information. So within brackets, so I will write employee object dot getter, get ID in this way. So I got ID. Okay. So once I will get ID, so based on ID, I will get a record. Then that record I will set. I will update. I will set some updated value. Okay. So if I will not get ID, then or else null, or else I will get null. So first of all, I got, and let I will assign into employee object. So first of all, ID value I got and I assign in a variable, whose type variable, employee type of variable or employee object. So once I got a record based on the ID value, then I will set. So I will set the updated value. So how to set in employee.java? There is a setter method. So I can set by invoking setter. We have three attributes: ID, name, and salary. So set name, ID value, what the value is automatically what generating. So I will set the name, and if I want to update the name, if I want to update the salary, so I have to set the updated value by invoking setter method. Setter method is already available in employee class, so I can write e dot set name. Okay, so name value I will set, but first of all again I will get the name value. So how I will get the name value? Employee dot get name, employee dot get name, in this way. Then similarly I will set the salary, a dot set salary. Okay, so how I will get the salary? So employee dot get salary method. Okay, so this get salary method. Okay, so in this way I set. Then once I set the updated value, name value or salary value, then I will insert or I will save. So return type is employee. Okay. So employee repository dot save method. What? E employee object. Yes. So this is my business logic for updating a record, because there is no built-in method for updation. So I developed my business logic. So one method I defined. So first of all, I got ID value. Based on the ID value, so I got a record. So for this find by ID method, I invoked. So how I got the ID value? By invoking getter method. So everything I assigned into an employee object. Then so once I got what ID value, then based on the ID value I got a record. Then once I got a specific record, then that record value I updated by the setter method, e dot set name set salary. So name value, how I am getting name value? By invoking get name. How I will get salary value? By invoking get salary method. In this way, then after setting, after updating the value, then I will save. So already we have known save method representing one record with insertion. So employee repository object dot save method. So this is for updation. Now this is my fifth test. So first one method, then second method definition, third method definition, fourth method definition, then fifth method definition. There are five tasks already I have presented. Then last task is I want to delete. I want to delete a record. So it is very easy. Delete. So delete, for this, there is a built-in method delete by ID. So based on the ID value, so we can what? Delete a record. So one method for this I will define. Let return type I will take string. Okay, so let my method name suppose delete employee. Okay, so based on the ID, int ID. Okay, so I will what call a method employee repository dot, there is a method delete by id, there is a method delete by id. So within bracket I will pass id. So return type, I specified as string, so definitely I will return a string value. So whatever you what wrote a message employee record deleted. So in this way, I wrote employee record. Okay, so this is all about service component. So what we did in service component, so we developed what we defined six methods, and each method definition representing one task. So one method representing one record insertion, and one method representing how to insert multiple records. So if I want to get all records, if I want to retrieve all records, then for this one method I defined. If I want to get one record based on the ID values, for this one method I defined. Then for updating one method I defined. Then for deleting a record, one method I defined. So this is all about the service class. Now this is the method definition. Insert employee, insert employees. Okay, so these are get employee. So these are the method name, method definition. So when this method definition will execute, when this method we will call by employee service object, then where I will create, where I will take an employee service object in controller component. So in my next video, we will see the main component is our controller component that we will develop. So in controller component, so this method when we will call, then this definition will execute. So in my next video, we will see how to develop a controller component. Thank you.